Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Trading 212 Portfolio Update number 3. It's obviously been a pretty busy month, so let's get straight into it. So yes, as you may recall in my last episode, I thought it might be a little bit nicer to explain and nicer to go through the portfolio, and it has been everything but that. It's been treasury bonds, it's been panic on the streets, it's been lots of red, but we've got through it and I'm still on the plus, but obviously we'll dive into that into a second. But it is important to obviously stick to your guns and remember you're long-term investing and you're not doing a short-term. It's not quick money, it's long-term money. And these kind of corrections and crashes, that kind of thing, they happen all the time. So brace yourself and just keep going. I do actually have a video up in the top left-hand corner there for you, which is regarding stock corrections and how we can kind of look to minimise our risk and take a different kind of strategy to get through it, etc. and that kind of thing. As always, like the video and subscribe to the video, I really do appreciate that. And yes, let's dive into my portfolio. So here we have my portfolio, and as we can see, we've got £3,298 invested. I do have free funds of 244 just in case there's any more dips and that kind of thing, and I can average down my holdings. And you can see that I'm £375 up in the plus, and which is 11.39%, which is pretty good considering the market in the last month or so. Obviously, I've got a picture here as well of the market year to date, and you can see kind of in the middle section here. I'll stick it up here as well. You can see in the middle section here is where we were kind of riding high up in the kind of 14,000 points on the Nasdaq, and you can see where it dropped right down below that kind of point there. And I've kind of been adding on that peak, and just below on this peak, and I haven't added anything really since. I'm just kind of waiting to ride it out now. I think that's the best strategy to take, and then we just kind of see where it goes from here. Okay, so back to the portfolio. I've only added one new position this month, and that is Applied Genetic Technologies, and they are a genetic company, if you didn't guess that. And they're trying to cure blindness and do all the kind of optical surgeries and things like that. Maybe I'll do a video about them one day. Let me know if you're interested in that down in the comments below. So that's them. And we've got all the usual suspects. IZEA, Nano, Neo, Palantir, Tesla, just pop through them. So the stocks I've bought more of is pretty much all of them, apart from IZEA, because I'm still waiting for them to kind of come back level, which I do believe will happen at some point. I don't know when, but at some point. So yes, hopefully for them. And if you're interested in them, you know what I want to do, I do have a video for them up in the top corner as well, which I'll link up there. Next up is Nano Dimension, 3D printing company. Obviously have high hopes for them. I've added 15 shares of those. Neo, which is the electric car vehicle company, I've added 7 shares of those. Palantir, I've added 3.5 off the top of my head. And Tesla, I've added 1 full share. Now, to be up on 4 out of 6 stocks with the recent correction / crash, whatever you want to call it, is actually pretty good for me. Like, I feel good about that. And going forward, obviously, I do have quite a bit more money inside it, so I do believe I'll see some quite larger gains in the next year or so, which I'm looking forward to. At the moment, I don't have plans to kind of add any more money. I want to keep the money on the sidelines. I might even obviously take profits when it gets to a certain stage. I think that's probably the smart decision, and then obviously have that cash on the sidelines for when a correction or crash happens in the future in about a year or so's time. Obviously we can't be sure when it happens, but we've got to be prepared for that kind of thing. Again, that'll be mentioned in the stock crash video that I've done. So yes, we'll scroll down to the allocation, and as you can see here, Tesla still holds quite a large portion in my portfolio, and I like it like that, if I'm completely honest with you. I think they have high hopes for going forward, and obviously all their technology, all the different things that they do, solar, batteries, all that kind of thing, it's quite exciting to be a Tesla investor, in my opinion. Neo, they have beautiful cars. I mean, you can't have much against them. Obviously they have Neo kind of lifestyle things, so you can go to an actual, I can't remember what it's called, I think it's called Neo Life, where you can actually go to like a place, it's like a social centre, so you can charge your battery with your car and you can just chill out with other Neo owners. It's pretty cool actually. And then further down we've got IZEA. Obviously the percentage allocation is this. I mentioned in the last portfolio update that it's quite large, and I do want to take that down to about 7 or 8%, which I will do when it hits a level percentage. Obviously we don't want to sell at a loss, because that is bad. We don't want to sell losses. So you don't lose until you sell. Okay. And then Nano Dimension and Palantir, I'm very happy with those positions, and they are kind of just sitting there at the kind of 10 to 11% range, which I'm really happy about. And Applied Genetic Technologies is obviously 4.62%, because it is a lower stock. It's a stock that I am looking to hit a certain target for, so we'll hopefully get that in the next year or so. So scrolling back up, I'll go back onto the month, and yeah, it's been eventful. You can kind of gauge whatever kind of stuff is. So I've added money throughout, as I mentioned before, with the correlation to the Nasdaq, and then it's just kind of been all over the place in the last month or so. But yes, that is my portfolio going forward. I'm just going to cancel that recording. So I do actually have plans to go into a couple of more industries, but when the timing is right, according to my portfolio currently. Obviously I'm still waiting for things to kind of come back a little bit. I'm not going to go mad, I'm not going to get greedy with the kind of, I need to get to this point in order to take some money out. I'm just going to kind of not play it safe, but also kind of take that risk away. Okay, so when IZEA gets level or slightly above level, I'll take some off the table there, and obviously move that across or hold it as cash, depending on what the market's doing at the time. I have learned from this last month that it's important to hold cash on the sidelines. Luckily I was in a position to do so, but obviously not everyone is, but it's important that we hold cash on the sidelines for these types of corrections and crashes. I don't think I even mentioned the industries that I was going in for. That's drone deliveries, and it is esports, because I believe they'll have a big part in our future from a personal point of view. So I hope you took some value from this video. I'm not too sure what value you would have taken from it, but if you did, then leave a comment down below. I would really appreciate that, and just any comments down below would be fantastic. Okay, thank you very much for watching this. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe the video. I really do appreciate that, and I'll see you in the next one. Just before I completely disappear, don't forget you can get yourself a free share of Trading 212 whenever they reopen, and Freetrade with the links down below in the description. Thank you very much again for watching, and I'll see you soon.